We will top it with the extended DVD.
With the extended DVD.
That's the only thing that's going to top what we've just seen.
I've just finished cutting an alternative version of The Fellowship of the Ring, which is interesting, where most of the characters, in fact, have wonderful little scenes where they get developed, where we learn more about, Aragorn and Merry and Pippin.
For most fans, the Lord of the Rings extended editions are the definitive way to watch the trilogy.
We're going back, we're polishing them, tightening them up, maybe selecting different takes, getting the actors in to do ADR for new takes, rescoring them. It's a big process.
It's always painful to cut things out, and so therefore it's kind of neat and to put things back in. It's fun.
In total, the extended editions added 2 hours of new content, mostly diving deeper into the lore of Middle-earth. As Peter Jackson put it, the Lord of the Rings extended editions are for the nerds. I mean fans. Or anyone who played Elrond in their high school's rendition of The Hobbit.
That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen.
The extra content is mostly inconsequential except for one scene that turns everything upside down and makes us look at the films in an entirely different way. One scene to rule them all.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
About halfway through the Fellowship of the Ring, we are introduced to the character of Boromir and understand immediately that this guy cannot be trusted. From this tense interaction with Aragorn, to the Council of Elrond, where he gets into arguments with almost everyone after insisting that he should be the one to take the ring.
You cannot wield it. None of us can.
What would a ranger know of this matter? This is no mere ranger.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. It is folly.
Have you heard nothing Lord Elrond has said?
Throughout the film, Boromir's presence set everyone on edge. No one trusted him, and in the end, their worst fears about him came true. However, Frodo was able to escape, leaving Boromir distraught and ashamed.
Frodo.
But in the end, he was able to regain his honor by sacrificing himself to protect the group. And that's his story as we know it. Or rather, how Frodo, Gandalf, and Aragorn know it. Because, after all, it's through their eyes we see the story unfold. And they were not too shy to show us how to feel about Boromir. I mean, just look at their reactions to him at the Council of Elrond. Or this moment on the mountain.
Boromir, give the ring to Frodo, as you wish.
Also, Peter Jackson didn't do Boromir any favors either by casting Sean Bean in the role, whose biggest role up to this point was a Bond villain.
Alec?
Back from the dead.
That brings us to the Two Towers Extended Edition and the one scene that changes all of that. The scene is the Sons of the Steward and is a flashback told from the perspective of Boromir's younger brother Faramir.
This city was once the jewel of our kingdom, a place of light and beauty, and so it shall be once more!
And this change in perspective gives us new context into who Boromir really was. A hero.
Remember today, little brother?
The exact opposite of everything you thought he was after watching the first movie.
It is rumored the weapon of the enemy has been found.
The One Ring.
This thing must come to Gondor. Sauron is biding his time. He's massing fresh armies. He will return, and when he does, we will be powerless to stop him. You must go.
Boromir is under immense pressure from his father. The future of Gondor and the lives of his people depend on him. So he reluctantly goes to Rivendell. And now after watching this scene, his words at the Council of Elrond land much differently. And our protagonist's eye rolls feel more like Mean Girls now.
Long has my father, the steward of Gondor, kept the forces of Mordor at bay. By the blood of our people are your lands kept safe. Give Gondor the weapon of the enemy. Let us use it against him.
Please stop talking.
It would be extremely infuriating to be Boromir, who came to Rivendell directly from the front lines of battle, only to get treated like this.
Shut up.
No less than a room full of people who aren't helping out. The elves are all leaving, the dwarves hide in mountains, and hobbits, well, we know how they feel.
Well, it's none of our concern what goes on beyond our borders. Keep your nose out of trouble, and no trouble will come to you.
So Boromir's right, it's going to be up to men to fight this war. And they're going to need all the help they can get. But Elrond knows the dangers of the ring and dismisses Boromir's proposal. He concludes that one of them must take the ring into Mordor to destroy it.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. Its black gates are guarded by more than just orcs.
But yet again, Boromir just came from there and knows this is a suicide mission. And if whoever takes the ring into Mordor is caught, which they most likely will be, it will mean the end of the world. This seems like a valid concern to me.
Not with 10,000 men could you do this.
Have you heard nothing Lord Elrond has said?
Again, why are we ignoring everything Boromir is saying? On a first watch through, it feels like Boromir's just a Middle-earth Karen. But after knowing what he knows, this scene feels very different. But Boromir, knowing this is a bad plan, goes along with it anyway because this is what everyone else wants. And it goes just about as well as he expected. Let's see. They almost freeze to death on a mountain. Frodo is taken by a giant octopus. They get lost in the mines. Frodo is stabbed by a troll. Then they run into this freaking guy. The Fellowship is falling apart. They are leaderless without their wizard, and the worst parts have yet to come.
An impassable labyrinth of razor-sharp rocks. And after that, it gets even better.
Boromir can't just sit by and watch as this whole thing falls apart, so he tries to convince Frodo there is still time to change course.
There are other ways, Frodo. Other paths that we might take.
There is no other way.
I ask only for the strength to defend my people.
Boromir knows Gondor doesn't have the strength to defend itself against Mordor. The ring amplifies his fears and doubts, and he attempts to take it from Frodo, believing it's the only way to protect his people. Now Boromir finally understands what everyone was afraid of, what Gandalf was afraid of when Frodo tried to give the ring to him.
I will use this ring from a desire to do good, but through me, it would wield a power too great and terrible to imagine.
No matter how you feel about Boromir or what he did, his heart was always in the right place. And this one tiny, seemingly insignificant extended scene gives us the context to understand that. As a bonus for those of you who are brave enough to make it this far, I have one more extended scene that should have made the theatrical cut.
You've got to be joking!
The scene is Brago, and comes from the Two Towers Extended Edition as well. In the scene, Aragorn calms a frightened horse named Brago by speaking Elvish to him, as if the ladies in the audience needed any more reason to swoon over Vigo.
Turn this fellow free. He has seen enough of war.
It's a nice moment highlighting Aragorn's compassion and kindness. But what makes it so important it should have been included in the theatrical version? Well, later on, this happens. And guess who shows up to save him? Boromir. Just kidding, it's Brago. The very horse he set free. Now that's karma for you. In the theatrical cut, you have no idea who this random horse is who comes and saves him. So the plant and payoff is completely lost. And just another reason why I think the extended editions are the definitive way to watch the trilogy. And fun fact, Vigo and the horse that played Brago made such a connection making the films that after shooting Wrapped, Vigo purchased the horse.
I would say he's, without question, my best friend in New Zealand is this guy.
As if the ladies in the audience needed any more reason to swoon over Vigo. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you think I missed any important extended scenes, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.